This is now part 2 or the last part of our intrapartal complications. The first video pertains to ineffective labor contractions consisting in either hypertonic or hypotonic contractions. The second condition was precipitous labor, and the third condition, as initiated in the prior video discussion, was the concept of uterine rupture. So what is uterine rupture, class? This is now condition number 3, uterine rupture. Uterine rupture is a condition where your uterus has actually exploded. Di buto, no? Kuya was sa term na explode, no? Na tear. There's a tearing effect, or there's a rupture pagbuto sa imuhang uterus. And why is that? Simply because, class, moingon kag naa uterine rupture, it's actually caused by a strain that the uterus cannot endure. Otherwise stated, when the uterus has been subjected to a strain which is more than what it could endure, then eventually mo buto ang imuhang matres. So uterine rupture, class, is a condition where the uterus has undergone more strain than it is capable of handling. It is caused by, number 1, unwise use of oxytocin. Remember, oxytocin is pampakontract, pampabusok. So when oxytocin has been over-infused, then that would create extensive contraction. And extensive contraction is the strain that we are actually referring to. So when the uterus undergoes more strain, anong na more strain? Because of the administration of excessive oxytocin. Maunang na-strain ang uterus. Unya, lain baya ang uterus? Kay og ma-strain siya, mubuto man. Number 2, it could be caused by a prior cesarean section delivery. But not all cesarean section deliveries, class, could lead to uterine rupture. Specifically, kung maghisgot ganita og cesarean section nga delikadong mubuto, katong mga cesarean section nga ang tahi is not the bikini type. Meaning, ang tahi is the traditional vertical incision. If you look at what happens here, class, is that kung maoning imong matres, if you remember very well, sa discussions on the video under placenta previa, niingon ta nga, inig-abot ko no og 30 weeks, class, while nagmabdos ang mama, 30 weeks age of gestation, your uterus would begin to stretch itself, no? Would begin to elongate such that the uterus becomes divided into 2 distinct portions. You have the upper portion and the lower portion. In fact, we call this distinction, we call this indention that separates the upper and the lower section, no? This indention as your physiologic retraction ring. Normal, physiologic retraction ring. Okay? However, ang upper portion, class, is the one that is active. Siya. Ang lower portion is the passive portion. Meaning to say, kung maoning imuhang matres, unya, ako ni siyang gisiad with the bikini type. So naa diri sa ubos. Akong gision diri sa ubos. Okay? Kung nagisi din ha sa ubos, class, is the lower portion upon which the gisi is present involved in contraction? Di ba wala? So what ay issue nga basin mubuto? Walay issue, basta transverse ang type of incision. Ang problema is when the incision is the traditional, classical, or vertical type. Kay sa classical or sa vertical type, ingon animan ang imong gisi. So if you look at your uterus this time, apektado ba ang upper active portion? Yes. So precisely, while cesarean section could be a reason nganong mubuto ang imuhang matres, but only in so far as the classical or the vertical incision type is concerned. So dili na tinuod klasya nga moingon ka once a cesarean section, always a cesarean section. Dili. Nga naman, naa may mga tao nga gi-cesarean section and then subsequently mag-normal spontaneous vaginal delivery. Unsay tawag na to, ana? We call that as VBAC. Unsa ganinang VBAC? Vaginal birth after cesarean section. Pwede. Okay? Pwede. But then again, di gyud ta mo advice nga mag-VBAC siya kung classical or kung vertical ang incision kay delikado sa uterine rupture. So many would have said, nganong dili naman lang tanan cesarean section, sir, i-bikini type. Kaya ang nakanindot manggod sa bikini type class, bisag magtupis ang babae, no? Matakuban ang iyahang tahi, di man makita, no? Kay us-us na aman na dapit sa agtang sa vagina. No, na ubos kaayo na nga matakuban ra na siya panty, di gina makita nga anakan na di ay ka. Di na makita class. Pero di manggod tanan mo qualify ani. Kay naaman tayo gitawag nga emergency cesarean section. Ang emergency cesarean section class nagdali man ta. Unsa may pinakadali nga paggisi? The classical or the vertical type. Di po sa ni pwede ang bikini type class kung ang indication sa cesarean section kay placenta previa. Ngano man, kung placenta previa, ang imong inunlan naa sa ubos. So kung naa sa ubos ang inunlan, nya gisian nimo ang ubos, aw mahiwa og apil ang imuhang placenta. So dili pwede ang bikini type if the indication of the cesarean section was placenta previa. Okay? So nganong naatay uterine rupture? Number one, we have here unwise use of oxytocin because this is a strain to which the uterus could not endure anymore. Number one. Number two, naadi ay tay prior cesarean section of the vertical or the classical type. Okay? Number three, traumatic maneuvers. Ang traumatic maneuvers class refers to usually kung mag-labor ang babae, makakita mo, mga nurses mo, patong sa bed o niya iduot-duot ang tiyan. We call that as the fundal push. That could be very helpful to the mother. Kay it adds force to the abdominal push. Ang problema, class, this could be traumatic to the uterus, causing the uterus to rupture. So these traumatic maneuvers are included in the strain which the uterus might not be able to endure. So delikado ang fundal push. But usually, gigamit gihapon na nato, basta lang kay kamao ang nurse, basta lang kay you do the fundal push only when the mother contracts her abdomen and only when the uterus is contracting. Kay later on, you will learn that doing fundal push, ang pagduot sa tiyan, nga wala mugahi ang tiyan ni mama, nga wala mubusok ang matris, makapabali sa uterus. We call that as uterine inversion. Okay? So here, let's focus our thinking na pwede dayang mubuto ang matris basta na ay strain. Strain could be caused by oxytocin. Strain could be caused by a prior incision from cesarean section. A strain could be from traumatic maneuvers, or the strain could be from the prolonged labor itself. Kanus man mahitabo nga ang labor is prolonged, nga madugay man ang labor. Dugay ang labor tungod kay pati ang presentation sa bata. We call that class as malpresentation. Dapat maguna ang ulo. Pero naamay mga bata nga naguna ang lubot. Naamay mga bata nga naghangad. Naamay mga bata nga naguna ang shoulder. These are malpresentations, making the labor prolonged. And kung dugay ang pagbati, mas taas ang strain. And too much strain to which the uterus can no longer endure can make it rupture. So these are the most common causes on why we have uterine rupture. Strain, naakay oxytocin, naakay prior incision, naakay traumatic maneuvers, or naasag kay prolonged labor. So this is how it looks, no? Makita ninyo, mo ni mahitabo. Mubuka ang imuhang matris. Okay? Nibuka ang imong matris. Dili ang tiyan nimo may nibuto ha. Ang matris maoy nibuto. So di ka kakita sa gawas nga nibuto na. So how would we know nga nibuto ang matris? From the verbalization of the mother herself. Usually unsa may isulti ni mama, there is a sensation of a tearing sensation followed by the cessation of the uterine contraction. So una, tearing sensation. Inikapil ni mama nga murag na ay nagisi, na ay murag na paksi, murag na ay naikoto, nawagtang ang contraction. Nya inikawagtang sa contraction, signs of bleeding na ka. Bleeding insofar as the mother is concerned can lead to shock. But bleeding insofar as the baby is concerned can lead to fetal distress. Okay? So makita na to, no? Unsa to ang mga symptoms? Dali raman ni class. Makita raman na nimo mga indicators. There is a tearing sensation that is followed by the cessation of the uterine contraction. Plus, magdugo ang mama, abdominal bleeding. Kung magdugo ang mama, unsa may epektuan na sa mama? Hypovolemia or maternal shock. Sa bata, fetal distress. But, take note, ang uterine rupture will always be preceded by a warning sign. Unsa may warning sign, unsa may timailhan nga padong buto ang matris. Otherwise stated class, dili diretso buto ang matris. Naa pa na siya timailhan nga, oy, nurse, padong nako buto ha. Oy, doktor, mubuto nako ha, hapit nako mubuto. Unsa man na siya nga sign. We call that class as your bundles ring. The bundles ring or the pathologic retraction ring. Ganina, kung gamay ra ang indention, normal na siya nga demarcation line between the upper and the lower uterus. Normal pa man. Gamay ra man. Physiologic retraction ring. Pero kung mulaw na siyag pag-ayo, we call that as pathologic retraction ring already or the bundles ring. And the moment you see that, inikakita nimo anak class, automatic ang naa sa huna-huna padong buto ang matris. So kung nakakita kag bundles ring, nakakita kag pathologic retraction ring, unsa may angay buhaton sa nurse. Nga kahibaluman ta nga og naa na ganini ayay padong ni buto da. Unsa may atong buhaton? Atong pahinayan ang contraction. Aron mawala ang strain. Kay the more it contracts, the more the strain. So ang atong gusto, pahinayan ang contraction para mawala ang strain. Kay remember, unsa tong uterine rupture? When the uterus undergoes more strain than it could endure. So wag tangon ng strain. Unsaon man? Pahinayan ang contraction. Number 1, analgesics or your morphine. Okay? Number 2, you can give your tocolytics. But the drug of choice is amyl nitrite, which is given via inhalation. Okay? Amyl nitrite, which is given via inhalation. Kung tanawo na nimong mga tambala class, tocolytic, analgesics, amyl nitrite, unsa may epekto niya insofar as the contraction is concerned? Pampakusog or pampahinay? Pampahinay. Diba? If you remember, one of the causes of hypotonic contraction is the giving of analgesic, just like your morphine sulfate, pampahinay. Okay? So these are the medications we give when there is an impending rupture to the uterus. But what if kung mubuto na gyud siya? Then we have no choice but to deliver the baby via cesarean section and to repair the uterine rupture. Okay? So the question would be, Sir, kung nibuto na akong matris, pwede pa ba kong mabuntis? Okay? Pwede pa ba mabuntis kung nibuto na ang matris? The answer is, depende. Kung ang nibuto is ang upper portion of the uterus, the active portion, then di na ka pwedeng mamabdos. But kung ang nibuto is the lower portion, the passive portion, then pwede pa kang magmabdos. So that answers the question. It depends. Again, when the active portion has ruptured, di na pwede. But if it's the lower portion that has ruptured, pwede pa. Because all you need from the uterus is the upper active portion. And that is uterine rupture. Let's now go to topic number 4, which is uterine inversion. Unsa man ang uterine inversion class? Uterine inversion is a condition where the uterus has turned inside out. Takuan mo anang nasaag mo, nga murag feeling ninyo, nagbalik-balik na lang mo ni agi namang gikuani, anong wa magikamabot sa imong padulgan? Naunsa day ka? Gilamat day ka? Unya kung gilamat ka, unsa may sultis mga tiguang? Mamali, maunay nahitabo sa matris. Nabali ang matris. So class, if this is your uterus, okay? If this is your uterus, ang uterine inversion is naingon ana. So nabali. So if you look at this class, kung ang inner layer sa imong uterus na bali, then it has been exposed to outside environment. And if it's exposed to outside environment, isn't it at risk for infection? So among the different complications class of the intrapartum period, usara ang hatagan nato og antibiotic. That is uterine inversion. Because in uterine inversion, included din ang exposure of the inner lining of the uterus to the outside environment. Okay? So ang imong matres nabali inside out. Ang pagkabali sa matres could either be incomplete, partial, or total. Unsa may kalainan anang tulo class? Muingon ka nga ang pagkabali is incomplete. The word incomplete, napa siya inside the uterus. Basta incomplete, nabalik ka, pero napakadiri sa sulod. Okay? Kung nabalik ka, ang pagkabali kutob sa vaginal canal, that's already partial. Pero kung nagtanaw ka sa vagina, naamay murag ni gawas nga unod. Unsa man na? That's total already. Complete or total kind of uterine inversion. Again, when we speak of uterine inversion, nabali ang imuhang matris. Okay? So kung mao ning imuhang matris, okay? Kung mao ning imuhang matris, okay, this is your normal uterus. Kung nabali ang imong uterus na ingon ana. Okay? So kani nabali. Okay? But ang iyang pagkabali, kung naapas sa sulod sa matres, inside the uterus, incomplete. Pero kung nigawas siya kutob sa vagina, partial. Pero kung gawas na gyud sa vagina, complete or total kind of uterine inversion. So 3 kinds. Now, sir, nganong nabali man pud ng matres? Nganong mabali man ang matres class? There are 2 causes class nganong mabali ang imong matres. Number 1. Remember class, usually ang placenta naka-attach sa upper portion of the uterus. Di ba? Dapat sa upper portion. Di ta gusto sa ubos kay placenta previa man na. Di ba? So dapat na sa taas karon. Ang pusod mao ni. Kung manganak na ang mama, unsa may atong buhaton? Di ba? Birahon man atong pusod. Atong mambirahon ang pusod para mabira ang placenta. Bira, nya tuyok. Nya up, down, kilid-kilid, bira, tuyok. Up, down, kilid-kilid, bira, tuyok. Hangtod nga makuha nimo tanan. Okay? But if you do that class without supporting the fundus, inigbira na ko aning ako ang pusod, unsa may mahitabo? Mukuyog ning akong uterus, maunang nabali ang uterus. That's why when you remove your placenta, inigbira nimo kung mao ni siya ang imuhang pusod, inigbira nimo ang imong pikas kamot naa sa fundus nakasupport. So massage the fundus up, down, kilid-kilid, bira, tuyok. Ilukoto nimo, lokot. Human, massage. Up, down, kilid-kilid, bira. Tuyok na sad ka. Hangtod makuha nimo tibuok nimo nga inunlan. Kay kung imo na kung ako na nabira ko awa na nabira ang inunlan, kuyog ang matres. So that's uterine inversion. So when you pull or apply traction to the cord to remove the placenta, the nurse or the midwife or the doctor must support the fundus. Do you get that? That's number 1, ha? Dili pwede nga bira-bira lang nagdali ta birahon na lang diretso aw. Inigbira nimo mo kuyog itong inunla, amo kuyog itong imong matres. Okay? So when traction is applied to the cord in removing the placenta without supporting the fundus, bali imong matres. That's 1. Number 2. This could be caused class by doing fundal push. I mentioned that a while ago. Unsa man ang fundal push? Ang fundal push nga rin ka sa fundus, imong iduot, inig-ingon nimo sa ma'am, inigbusog, dungan ta ha. Okay, 1, 2, 3, utong. Inig-utong ni mama, nigahay na ganin ng tiyan, diha pa ka mo push. Okay? Ngano? Kung imo nang i-push, nga wa pa ni utong ang mama, maduot nimo mabali ang matres. So doing fundal push in an uncontracted uterus and abdomen can lead to uterine inversion. So tanawa class. What does our note say? Ingon siya, uterine inversion is the uterus that turns inside out. It may occur either, number one, there is traction that is applied to the umbilical cord in order to remove the placenta, but this time without supporting the fundus. Okay? Or number two, if pressure is applied to the fundus, gifundal push nimo when the uterus is not contracted. So mo fundal push gani ka, dapat ang mama nakautong pod dungan mo. Okay? So that's uterine inversion. Those are the two causes on why you have inversion. And inversion could either be incomplete inside the uterus, partial in the vagina, outside the vagina, total or complete. Now, when this happens, class, uterine inversion, I want you to remember 3 never evers. Ayaw gyud. Oh, never ever. Okay? Never ever. Unsay never ever, sir? Number 1, never ever manipulate to revert the uterus. Di ba common sense, class? Pagkakita ni mo, ay, nabali ang mati, ay, ato ibalik. Oh, ato ibalik. Atong iduot og balik. Kay, common sense man, no? Kanang mindset ba? Mindset. Pero oy, bugo, di na mao, ha? Dili na, pwede. Dili pwede nga imo lang ang iduot diretso. You cannot manipulate the uterus because the more you manipulate it, the more there will be bleeding. So rule number 1, never ever revert a uterus. No? Unless, of course, if you are trained. Dili pwede ha, pagkakita nga nabali, ay ato ibalik, sorry ha, nabali ma'am. Pagduot ni mo, ma'am, 1, 2, 3, utong. Nag-una-una ka, wapa ni utong ang mama, pak, nabali. Pagkabali, ay sorry. Balik lang niyo mo. But there will be bleeding. Diba? There will be bleeding. Number 2, never ever remove an undetached placenta. Diba kani class, kung kainom dumani, diba inigbira na ako nang birahon for the purpose of removing the placenta. Unya, while doing it, dapat nakasupport ko sa fundus aron di mabalik. Okay? What if pagbira nako nikuyog man ang matris, nabali. Pagkabali niya naka-attach man ang placenta, should I detach the placenta? The answer is no. Never ever detach an undetached placenta in an inverted uterus. Nga naman, because you will just make more spaces or more areas for bleeding. Kung ma-detach na, musamot ang dugo, mudaghan na hinuon ang area nga pwedeng mudugo. So there will be so much bleeding if you attempt to remove an undetached placenta in an inverted uterus. Number 3, di ba nagdugo? Unsa may atong understanding basta magdugo? Di ba ipa-contract ang matris? Di ba? Mao man atong gusto. Kung ang mama nagdugo, gusto na to mo-contract ang matris para mohunong ang dugo. Okay? Class, remember this. When the uterus is inverted, basta baliktad ang matris, dili na siya kamao mo-contract. Otherwise stated, the uterus never contracts in an inverted state. Kung nabaliktad ang imong matris, di gyud na mo contract. O kung dili mo contract, magdugo gyud na. And you know that. Diba? Now, since nagdugo man na, and wa man na ni contract, unsa may atong itambal, dapat unta. Kamo, unsa may akong itambal? Wa ni contract, nagdugo. Unsa akong ihatag? O, di ba? Ingon mo oxytocin. But that's a mortal sin. That's a mortal sin. Do not give oxytocin in an inverted uterus. And I can very well remember this class. Nganong makahinumdum ang kuani? Because I was asked by this question by my clinical instructor when I was a student. You know what the question was? Ingon siya, oh, Mr. Nunez, can you give oxytocin to an inverted uterus? No, ma'am. No. Very good. Siya, very good. Why? Patay. Naman siya why? Namutan na siya why nga di kumuhatag og oxytocin to an inverted uterus. And you know what I said? Nangita ko kog lusot inko nga, why give oxytocin to a uterus in an inverted state knowing that a uterus does not contract once it is inverted? Siya, bitaw no? Anak siya, bitaw no? But that's not the correct answer, ha? That is not the correct answer, but she found logic in what I said. Palusot ra gud punto nako, class. Di ba? Anong muhatag man kog oxytocin, ma'am? Nga basta baliktad ang matres, di man kamo kotak anong hatagan man akong oxytocin. Di ba? There's common sense to that. But that is not the answer. Maybe it could be correct, but that is not what the book is telling us. What does the book tell us? Nganong di ta pwede muhatag og oxytocin kung baliktad ang imuhang matres? Because it will make reversion more difficult. Mas lisod na sa ibalik, class, kung muhatag kag oxytocin daan. Ani, basta gani baliktad ang matres. Do this in the appropriate sequence. Number 1, give tocolytics. Nayawa na. Nganong muhatag man tag tocolytics, ma'am? Nga nagdugo man na. Ha? Why do you think hatagan akong tocolytics? Oh, to relax the uterus because it is easier to revert an inverted uterus in a relaxed state. Okay? So step number 1, give your tocolytics because a uterus in a relaxed state is easier to revert. That's 1. Number 2, inighuman ni mo pa-relax, imo na siyang i-revert. Oh, ibalik na. Pahumok. Pag humag-humok, ibalik. Pag human og balik, that's when you give oxytocin. Why should you give oxytocin? Because oxytocin can make it contract and stop the bleeding. Will the uterus contract this time? Yes. Why? Because it has already been reverted. And number 4, that's when you give your antibiotics. Okay? So there are 4 steps. Sir, ganong muhatag man kog antibiotics? Ingon lagi ko. Sa tanan nga intrapartal complications, murag kanira siya ay nagamit ta og antibiotic. Nga naman, because the uterus has been exposed to the outside environment. Not just the uterus, ha, but the inner layer of the uterus has been exposed to the outside environment. That's why you give antibiotics. So in summary, nabali ang matres. Kung nabali ang matres, pagkakita nimo nabali, imo ba nang ibalik? Ay, sorry ma'am. Ibalik ba na to? Dili. No? Unless we are trained. Because manipulation of the uterus can make it bleed more. Ba? Tulo ba ito ka never ever? Sa to never ever? Never ever revert. Never ever remove the placenta which is still attached. And number 3, never ever give oxytocin yet. Kay muhatag mangyapon ta ultimately og oxytocin. Ang una lang, pa-relax. Sumuhumok na. Nya, ibalik. O nya, pagahion. O nya, antibiotic. Kay imagine na, class, kung giunauna na kong hatag ang oxytocin, ma-revert pa ka na nako kung mutuskig na siya. Di ba, lisod kaayo siya, ibalik. Relax, revert, oxytocin, antibiotics. And that is uterine inversion. Okay? Dali ra. Inside out ang matres. Nga naman, giduot nga wa ni contract, gibira nga wa gi-support. Tulo ka klase, incomplete, partial, complete, or total. Very easy. Now let's go to topic number 5. Number 5. Okay. This is now your cord prolapse. Okay. Cord prolapse. Unsa tong cord prolapse? This refers to a loop of cord which presents ahead of the presenting part. In simple terms, ang pusod nag-una kaysa presenting part. Meaning, kung ang presenting part ulo na ay pusod nag-una sa ulo. Kung ang presenting part lubot na ay pusod nag-una sa lubot. Kung ang presenting part shoulder na ay pusod nag-una kaysa shoulder. So there is a loop of cord that presents ahead of the presenting part. But technically, class, kung naaga ni pusod nga nag-una, we call that class as vasa previa. Okay? Unsa nang vasa previa? Kung ang placenta mag-una, mag-ali sa cervical os, unsay tawag? Placenta previa. Pero what if pusod ang nag-ali sa cervical os? Unsay tawag? Vasa previa. Okay? So, vasa previa is a condition where if mauning imong cervix, mauning imong uterus, let's say nag-una ang lubot, unya na pagipusod, unsay tawag ana? Vasa previa. This is still a vasa previa. Ang problema basta na kay vasa previa kay The moment mubuto ang bag of water, rupture of membranes, inigbuto sa panubigon ni mama, naaman ay force, no? Naaman ay pressure that will push the fluid outside kay mo escape man ang tubig. Inigawas sa tubig uy, nadaman ang imuhang pusod. Pagkada sa pusod, nigawas ang pusod. Cord prolapse na. Kung mugawas ang imuhang pusod, either kutob sa vagina, or nigawas sa vagina, or nigawas sa cervix, basta kay nigawas sa cervix, that's already a case of cord prolapse. Let me repeat that. Kung ang presenting part, ulo, unyanay nag-ali nga pusod, vasa previa. Kung ang presenting part, lubot, unyanay nag-una pusod, vasa previa. Kung nag-una shoulder, pero napay mas nag-una nga pusod, vasa previa. When it's the cord that presents ahead of the presenting part, you call it vasa previa. But that in itself is not a problem. Okay raman na, class. Walay problema. Ang problema is inigbuto sa bag of water. Kung mubuto ang bag of water, dapat abti ka. Dapat mindset nimo, ayay, akong lion ang buto. Tanawon nimo kung naabay na kahig nga pusod together with the rupture of the bag of water. Kay kung mugawas na ng imong pusod, so kung mauning imong cervix, nigawas ang imong pusod, o ingon ani. So ingon ani, nigawas ang imong pusod, okay ra ka tadihan dapita? Okay ra ka ni? O sa may nakadelikado kung ingon ani, class? Kuyaw ni, because number one, kanang na-expose nga pusod, mauga. Kung mauga, maputol. Nya ang bata napabaya na sa sud, ha? So there will now be an interruption in the connection between the mother and the child. Kaya naputol ang pusod. Nauga ang pusod. Or, bisan palag nag-ana na, class, ma-impede na nimo ang imuhang blood supply. Na-kink na nimo. Na-occlude na nimo ang imuhang blood supply. So, ang blood flow from the mother nga nagdalag oxygen and nutrients to the baby impeded also tungod anang imuhang loop of cord, which is a case called cord prolapse. Okay? So, unsa may atong timan-an? A cord prolapse happens after the bag of water ruptures. Ano man? Because the force of the fluid as it gushes out may carry away the cord that presents itself ahead of the presenting part. Dinharaman na magka-problema, class, kung madasiya sa gush of the amniotic fluid. So that's why, always inspect the vagina. Dili necessarily kuoton ang vagina, ha? Inspect the vagina kung naabay loop of cord, because this loop of cord means there's a cord prolapse, which means as well that there is an impediment to the flow of oxygen from the mother to the child. Okay, so that is how cord prolapse happens. Now, what are the reasons or the causes on why cord prolapse could happen? How do we manage it? What is the goal of management? Okay, that will be the topic of our next video. What's up?